Hello, ladies and gents of the web. How are you today? Hope all is good. I'm actually great. This is a lovely Sunday here in Warsaw, Poland. Welcome back to my studio. And guys, NAMM 2023 is on. Yes, this is the biggest expo event for music gear in the world, again in California. And yeah, I wish I was actually there. I'm not. I just came back from California from GDC, as you remember. But that doesn't mean I'm not following what's there, all the gear and software premieres out there. And actually, I made a list of 8 premieres in music making gear that I would like to put my hands on if I were there on NAMM, and I'm gonna present it to you today. And if by any chance you think this channel is a cool place, you can always subscribe to it, you can support it here to get exclusive perks, you can also like this video and you can comment on it, because I love discussing things with you. Let's go. Today's list is put in an alphabetical order so that you don't think I'm biased towards anything, and it actually contains everything that seems interesting to me, both hardware and software. Let's go. And the first one comes from Amphion, the Finnish highest quality monitor producer. They actually are about to release their first active studio monitor called 125A. It's going to be a 3-way construction. And well, as with all Amphion, that's going to be exquisite. That's going to be highest quality. And I'm actually dying to hear it in action. I have never owned Amphions, and the pair goes almost $15,000 in pre-order. I have heard some of them in my life, and yes, these are amazing, and I wish I could really hear them. For example, their frequency response goes as low as 22 Hertz. Wow. The second thing on my list are actually also audio monitors by Antelope Audio. They are called Atlas i8, and this is an interesting construction, not only because it's a coaxial construction, which means that the tweeter and mid-range are located both here in the same axis, but it's also designed in an isobaric way for the woofer, which means there are actually 2 woofers in one axis, one after another, which gives a really nice extension in the low end. Well, this is something you won't see too often in monitors. I have never actually heard a construction of this kind, isobaric construction, and yeah, I wish I could put my hands and my ears on it just for a while. The third thing on my list comes from a French manufacturer, Expressive, and this is their Osmose Expressive synthesizer, which has got kind of an amazing keyboard and an amazing synth engine, letting you really tap, press, pitch, use aftertouch, shake the keys, strum the keys, pressure glide, or even do stuff when doing simple note off. This thing is really crazy. You're gonna find some vids on YouTube with the presentation of this instrument directly on NAMM 2023. And though I'm not a great keyboard player, that thing would get into my hands for quite some time. I would have a problem to stop playing this, probably. Then, there's something you might consider not too exciting or new, because it's not too exciting or new. This is just Neumann KH 122 version, which is going to premiere very soon. There's a pre-order on Thomann, for example, and well, this is Neumann. This sounds great. And what's great about this is got a Neumann DSP system to measure and correct your room, which was not there for KH120 in the first version. And that is what makes me want to try these monitors. And you know what? Again, I might make a call to a Polish distributor to bring them to me so I could really test them out. But that's not all from Neumann, as the owner of Neumann, which is Sennheiser, acquired Merging Technologies, which are the makers of Anubis interface. They made actually a remake, an upgrade of Anubis interface called MT48, and it's branded by Neumann. And the specs on this machine are absolutely crazy. The converters, the preamps, all the functionalities of this. Look at the dynamic range of the converters. It's almost 140 decibels. So for small project mixing, mastering studios, this is probably amazing. Yeah, and it also makes me think that, hey, let's call a distributor and let's play with it in a vid. There's also a Polish accent on the list. I'm proud of it again, because this is Polyend, their new version of Tracker, called Tracker Mini. Yes, it looks a bit like a Game Boy. And as I had a chance to play with Tracker in the studio, and this is a real creative recreation of old Amiga computer style Tracker, I suppose it's gonna be the same great experience with Tracker Mini, but it's gonna be like very compact. You're gonna be able to take it anywhere and create some drafts, some simple tracks, or maybe even complex tracks on the go. And this seems like a really very, very good idea. And again, I have to call Polyend guys, so they deliver a demo unit to the studio. Yeah, putting my hands on this, on Soma Labs Terra new synth, that would be probably something out of this world, like with many Soma products. It's a synth carved in a piece of wood, promising you very natural, organic, microtonal, noisy sound experience. You can also find some amazing examples how it sounds on YouTube, coming straight from NAMM 2023. I'm not sure if I would use it really for good in the studio, like in the long-term perspective. Probably not. Probably it's too experimental, not enough functional for me. But I would definitely spend a day with it in the studio, guys. What I would use on a regular basis, and probably I am going to use this, is SkyDust. At least I'm going to try it. It's a 3D synth that's got native 5.1 ambisonics, binaural, Dolby Atmos panning. Like, it's not just a stereo synth, it's a synth that can play even in most complex Dolby Atmos environments, and this must sound massive and amazing. I don't have Dolby Atmos in the studio yet. I do have a nice 5.1 system. So guys, await a review of this synth, because, well, that's probably kind of amazing. I'm not afraid to say this. And not only its spatial features, it really looks like it was really very well designed, a very deep, very well structured virtual synthesis machine. And guys, it's gonna happen in a week or 2 weeks. Be sure that I'm gonna drop a review of this for you. And actually, that's it. That's the full list of my 8 things I'd like to try from this year's NAMM. Let's try to sum the things up. You know what? I promised to myself, and I can somehow promise it to you, that I'm gonna go to NAMM. I will try to go there next year, guys, because yeah, it's great like to make a vid about premieres and stuff, but the best way actually to make this video is just to be there, try it all, and record my own videos while being at NAMM. Since I'm not there, I am going to call some Polish distributors for at least a part of the equipment I was talking about, and I'm gonna start it simple. I'm gonna start from SkyDust 3D software synthesizer, and then which of the hardware will come to the studio first, I'll let you know as soon as possible. By then, take care, and I hope to see you very, very soon.